Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Velvet. Thanks for joining me today in The Sims 4 for some building. Thank you to the Sims Creator Program for providing me with codes for today's build and for continued support for me as a creator. Much appreciated. So welcome on in. We are going to be building, or attempting to build, a trailer park. Now I've never built one of these before, so I think this is going to be interesting. I'm building in, where are we? Chestnut Ridge. I thought maybe let's give a 64 by 64 a bit of a go and see how, you know, that kind of shapes up, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. As I said, it's not something that I've built before. It's not really something that exists in New Zealand. We have, like, caravan parks where you can kind of, I guess, some people live in caravans and stuff. That's probably our closest approximation here in New Zealand. But, yeah, we don't really have it. So it's a bit of an odd one for me because I don't really know what they aside from like what I've seen on TV and stuff, I don't really know what they look like. So this is going to be fun. And I haven't looked up any references because why would I do that? Why would I do something sensible like that, you know? But I'm just going to do what is my closest approximation to what I think will be a trailer park anyway. Janelle, welcome on in. How are you this morning? How is life treating you today? And what time of day is it in your time zone? You know, it's currently 9 a.m. here in New Zealand. And we are, it's a cold, windy day, but it's not raining, so that's nice. And yeah, we're going to be building a bit of a trailer park. So I might need to rely on some of chat's help and stuff for some ideas with this, because it's really not my forte. Not my forte at all, but I thought, you know what, it'll be fun just to do something a little different. I've never tried it before, so, you know, I'm always willing to give things a bit of a go, you know. So we'll try. Welcome in, Shelley. How are you this morning? Hello. I hope you're doing well. Are you getting dinner ready by chance? I feel like you would be getting dinner ready. I don't know if I want to have this and then, sorry, I was just fluffing around and deciding what I was going to do there. Yes, so that's going to create the foundation there. Let's delete that. I think I want to have it up on a little foundation. Now, so what I'm kind of picturing as a trailer kind of park kind of vibe is Johnny Zest's house in, you know, in Oasis Springs. That's kind of the vibe that I was kind of thinking of. And I was thinking you could sort of have this as perhaps a small business. Actually, you know what, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work at all. So if I have that on foundation, that's not going to bring it in. So I was thinking, I don't know, like trailer park, how like little trailers, are they on wheels? I genuinely don't know. Oh my god, this is going to go well. I don't know if they're on wheels. Should I be putting them on wheels? Because I can put them on wheels. Oh my god. Oh boy. Welcome, Sabrina. Hello, come on in. How are you? Just a quick note, I do stream across 2 platforms, so you will hear me chatting away to people that you can't see, so just keep that in mind. Seriously. The trailer's on wheels. I don't know what to do. I don't know what a trailer park looks like. Okay, I'm going to do some not on wheels then. Jesus. Oh boy. But you know what? I've been doing great. A little tired. Stayed up late last night. Oops. And it's 4 p.m. where I am. Oh, okay. All right. 4 p.m. So not EST, but around about that zone. Okay. You stayed up late. I do that sometimes as well. Like if I get stuck in a really good book or something, I do stay up a little bit late. And yeah. And then I'm tired the next day. And I've really got no one to blame but myself. So then it's just like one of those days where it's like, oh man, I could use one of those energy drinks, thank you very much. So yeah, it's usually an energy drink day when I do something like that. Oh boy, but I didn't stay up late last night. I went to bed at a reasonable time, so I think, you know, I have no excuse for an energy drink today. Oh dear. Shelley, you're putting on dinner for a bit once since it's nice out, reading my book on the patio. Ooh, what are you reading? Tell me more, tell me more. You know what, actually, that's a great idea, Sabrina. Let's go and do that. Sabrina suggested that I should go look at the park in Strangerville. That's a trailer park. So let's go have a look at that. Jesus. I should have done, oh, like, it's all deleted in here because I deleted all the things. There's a trailer down here, though. I want to have a wee look at it and see how it kind of looks. That's the vibe I'm going to go for. Oh, boy. Nasina, hello, welcome on in. How's the traffic? Okay, look, so those are the sort of, like, this is the vibe we're going for. All right, that sort of vibe there. Okay. Let me take a photo of that, and then I'll put that on my screen. There we go. Got a photo of it. That's what I'm going to build. I did not prepare at all. Guilty. Guilty of not preparing. Shoot. I kind of thought in my head how I was going to do it. No, to be fair, I did actually think about how I was going to do it in my head, and then as I started to go and actually do it, and it was just like, no. No, I think I've got it wrong. Oh, boy. Nixie, 28 months together. Oh, my Nixie. 28 months. That's amazing. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for being my bestie. Thank you for being a wonderful person as well. Ah, that's amazing. Oh, boy. 28 months. That's wild, isn't it, to think? 28 months together. Crazy. And Nixie has redeemed kitty treat. Are you guys ready for this one? Thank you, Nixie, for supporting the kitties on their wonderful dreams to become the most catnipped kitties in the whole wide world. They love the catnip. They want to chew on it. They want to lie in it. They want to roll in it. They want to live in it. And you're helping them achieve that wonderful dream of being catnipped and delightfully, so perfectly happy. Thank you, Nixie, for being today's wonderful catnip sponsor. Meow. Shelley, still trying to get through Crescent City. I'm halfway through. Oh, yeah, that's right. Crescent City. Awesome. Great. I'm very much on a bit of an urban kind of vibe at the moment as well with my, or sort of like a fantasy vibe with my builds at the moment too. So, not my builds, my reading. So, I'm feeling that very, very, very leaning into the whole fantasy thing right now. I don't always go through phases with fantasy, but I am, I'm just in one of those fantasy phases right this second. So we can have like a little leany thing. You know what? I think like Horse Ranch and, Adventure Weights are going to be pretty good for this in terms of just like having some really good kind of, rustic looking things. Some have wheels, some don't. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do some wheels, some don't, and we'll see how we kind of land on that. I think I have my inspiration. I think we've got it. Aylin, welcome on in. How are you this morning? Come on in. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. It's a cold, windy day here, but you know what? That's all right. Made my children wear their jackets despite a raging argument with my 9-year-old about that. He's just like, I don't want to wear a jacket. You're going to wear a jacket. You're going to appreciate it. No, but it's not that cold. Yes, it is. Etc., etc. As you do. It's just like, oh, it's cold outside. You're gonna want to wear a jacket, okay. Anyway, raging argument with him this morning about that, but I won, of course. I won. Cute, that'll work. And we got the jacket on him, and he did appreciate it because it was very cold and windy outside. So he needed one on. Just was being one of those just like, I don't need a jacket, stubborn boys, as you do. I reckon we can do like a little garden around the back there. I really just don't know how this goes. I'm just going to make this up. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have like a little like fence garden. I want to have like a little driveway going down and then separate it out, stuff like that. I'm just doing the oddest things. But anyway, we'll work. We'll make it work. It'll be fun. Listen, I've just had 3 espressos, one this morning and one a few hours ago, one just now. Oh my God. Do you get all shaky from that though? Are you like, because if I was like, doing that, it would be if I had 2 V's in a day, that's exactly how I'd be. I like be off the rails, like hyped up, caffeinated, crazy. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good at all. You're like, oh no, I've had too much caffeine. Oh boy, it would be wild times. Sabrina, in base game debug, there's a trailer hitch objects you can put builds on top of. Yes, there is. I actually have done a food truck build before, and I actually used the trailer to create like the container on top of a trailer, And so I actually have done that before. So I am familiar with that one, but I just have never done it in a trailer park sense before. So I was just like, how to make that work. But that's cool. That's cool. I can work with that. Thank you, Serena. We can definitely make that work. And I don't know, how run down should we go for this? I think, should we go like, you know, werewolves kind of run down and have like a little fenced area? Maybe they can have like a little fenced area like this, and that's their little zone, you know. Perhaps. I feel like, you know, it's going to be, you know, the idea of a trailer park to me does lend itself to being, you know, a little bit more run down in nature. So I feel like that's the direction we're kind of going to go. But it's just a matter of how, you know, how run down we go with it. Okay, so that goes up there, and then we're going to have the thing going down that way. So that's cool. Aylin, I'm okay, thanks. Just had a bad night last night seeing nightmares, but hopefully next night I'll be seeing some nice dreams. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you have the lovely dreams as well, because, you know, nightmares suck. Nightmares just suck, don't they? And you just can't get a restful sleep, which is never good, because I feel like, you know, we as adults really do need to get a good amount of sleep just to function and live in the world and actually, you know, be decent human beings. So it's just kind of, it's frustrating when you don't get the sleep that you need, you know. So I feel you on that one. But I hope tonight you get that lovely, lovely rest that you need. I think it's gonna be a good night's sleep. That's what I think. Maybe that one. I'm just thinking of doing like some little, what if I had a car parked up here, actually? Do you reckon I could fit a car up there? Ooh, good question, Velvet. Good question. A little like pickup truck or something would be great up there, wouldn't it? I feel like it would be. Like that's their little home that they park outside. What is this? Modified. I'm having some odd things pop up in debug, I've got to say. Like, I've seen them before, but also at the same time. You know what you could do? You could do like a spaceship, like a trailer park, and like have an alien trailer park, and you know, have like spaceships as their vehicles that they park up. Oh my god, that's an idea. I'm not going to do that today, but that's an idea that you could do. An alien trailer park. Oh my god, that would be awesome. I should do it, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to focus on one thing today. Instead of, no, I'm about to go for a nap. Caffeine does nothing for me. Wild. It's just something I can't handle. I've never been able to, though. Just caffeine and me, yeah, I've just never ever been able to sort of handle it. I guess, you know, different body systems handle different things. I guess what you're used to as well, because I don't drink coffee. So my caffeine intake is basically via sodas. Yeah, that's basically it for my caffeine intake. So, you know, I think that maybe that's probably the case. Is just I'm so used to sodas, like anything else more than that, it's just like, nope, not gonna work. What should we have in terms of a car? Nothing too fancy looking, I think. Nothing too fancy. Can't have a fancy one. Just like a little pickup truck like that. No. But I'm gonna need some more. What if I move this over? Okay. It's gonna ruin my fences, but that's okay. But I can move this over that way. Oh, not that way. There. Oh, so hard to tell. Yeah. There we go. Over that direction. Okay. That can work. And then we can move the truck over here. So that can kind of park up there and we can do our things. Okay, we can make this work. Shelley, I drink a lot of coffee, pop, and energy drinks. I need more water in my life. You know, that's actually the one thing I'm fairly decent at is drinking water. I do drink at least a couple of liters a day, at least. So I am fairly good at that. So that's something. It's something to be proud of. Being good at drinking water. Just a basic human function, drinking water. I'm good at it, yeah. But Yeah. I drink basically a can of Coke or a V is where I'm sort of at with my drinking, and then that's water, and then just water. So that's what I consume in terms of liquids and stuff. You know, I might actually smooth that out and go like that. Go like that. Go like that. There we go. We can smooth that out as well. Cool. All right. I think we have the basics of that. And then we just need to smooth that out, get that down, and then we'll do some tire tracks going up there. I'm just trying to get the basic layout at this point. So I'm just going to do each of the little trailers. So that can kind of go like that, like that. It's kind of the idea, you know? Right. I see it. You see it. I see it. There we are. Brilliant. I can fix that up. It's not going to stay that way, but make it look more natural. And then we've kind of got some space around there, and we can have like some plants. Maybe we could have like a little pond coming in through the bottom of this. It's not the right one. That one there. Oh. Down and down. There we go. A little pond maybe around in this area. Trailer park. I don't know. Do trailer parks have ponds? I have the best questions. Do trailer parks have ponds? Like, do I know the answer to that? I'll put one in. We can change that. No big deal. Aylin, trailer parks sound awesome. I also build a trailer park sometime. Thanks for always inspiring, Velvet. Ah, you're welcome. I give it a go. I don't sometimes mean to, but I'm happy if you are inspired to inspire, if that makes sense. I also finally built that fashion store for my Fashion Dynasty family, which I made when I was inspired from your Dynasty Shell Challenge. Oh, how did that go? Did you get it all up and functioning, and have you played with it? Out of curiosity, how's that sort of like, did it end up okay? Were you happy with the result? That's what I want to know. Fencing can go like this fencing. Just thinking of things that are like the trailer park in Strangerville. Strangerville is gonna be my inspiration. Except I did want to have like a hill. I just wanted to add like some height to the back of this. So there is a hill just because I wanted one. And it's not going to be exactly the same as Strangerville anyway, but it's going to be an inspiration for sure. That gives me like something to go on because it's just like such foreign territory to me, a trailer park at the end of the day. I don't really know much about them, as I think we've already discovered. I know very little about trailer parks. So I'm just going to do my very best. So the one in Strangerville has like some little lights going around it and stuff like that, which is really cute. And so I was thinking a tree actually coming around the back of this too. So that was what I thought. I did actually think about this. I didn't go into this wholly like being a dumbass, but just a little bit. But I did think about how I wanted this to look, and I was thinking like a tree in behind here would be very cool. So I did want to have like some sort of tree in here. Wonder what the horse ranch ones look like. Yeah, let's see if we've got anything big that I like. So what else has everybody been doing in The Sims? Tell me all about it. I want to hear. Is there anything exciting going on? I have finally finished my royal fairy house that I'd been building for a long time, and I'm just in the process of editing that at the moment for a build video. But anyway, that was finished. It's taking a long time to edit, which I think is probably the reason why I was avoiding doing it, because I was just like, oh man, this is going to take ages to edit. You know how sometimes you just avoid things because you know it's going to take a lot of effort? Yeah, that was me with this. Anyway, I finished that, and I finished a little apartment that I was building for the Project Evergreen collab that I'm in. And we're kind of redoing Evergreen Harbour at the moment. So I did like a little apartment build for that, which was really cute. And Shelley, who's in chat at the moment on the Purple app, actually created the sim that lives in that apartment. And it's an elderly lady who has a chihuahua. And she lives there. And I kind of like expanded a little bit on what Shelley did. Like I kind of imagined that she was, you know, she was a widower. and she'd been living there. She'd like, you know, lost her partner for a year or so earlier, and so she'd moved into this sort of rundown apartment. Income isn't high, you know, she's kind of retired, doesn't have a lot of money, just like their savings and stuff from when they used to work. And her companion now is her chihuahua, and they're the bestest of buds, you know. And yeah, and this is just sort of like the thing. And you know, she can't afford a lot, but she does take care of what she has. So her apartment, while it's run down, you know, it is well cared for. So it does actually, you know, have like a bit of love and life to it and that sort of thing. So anyway, that's the apartment that I built for that, and I enjoyed it. I haven't done an apartment build for a while. Oh, but like I had an issue as I was trying to like upload it. Every time I went to delete the walls, like all of the like a whole lot of the cluttering would like highlight yellow and then delete as well. Luckily, when I logged back in the next day, it was actually fine, and I could just delete the wall and it would like not delete everything. So that was really fortunate. And I was glad that I left it without having to redo it, because I just like got frustrated and I was like, oh, stop being annoying, game. And so I gave up. But yeah, the apartment was cute. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Thank you, Shelley. My apartment did turn out great. I'm actually really excited to show it off for everyone for the collab, and you guys can check it out. And if you guys are interested in collabs and that sort of thing, there is probably a few directions I can point you, but they do regular collabs in, what's the Discord, Plumbob collab? Oh, I forgot the name of the collab. Anyway, if you are interested, let me know, and you're on my Discord, I can point you in the direction of some collabs if you are intrigued and interested in doing them. I do find building collabs fun. There's one that VelvettB is running at the moment as well, which is a cutesy little cottage one, and I'm in that too. So I'm looking forward to taking part in that and actually getting my cottage up and running. So yeah, there's a few collabs around. I used to run a few, but it's just time-wise, I just don't have the time at the moment to really do it, which is sad, but they are quite time consuming to set up, and to not necessarily to run the part of it, but like to set up and then to execute. They can be, you know, fairly time consuming from that perspective. So I just simply just don't have the time these days for it, but they are a lot of fun, and when I can participate in them, I do, because I do enjoy them. This is looking wonderful so far. Oh, thank you. I think it's coming together all right. You know, kind of like you get the vibe there, right? With the tree and the thing and coming up there. So I think we've got that going on. So I think we'll do like a couple of ones on the trailer. So that was Base Game Debug, right? Base Game. Let's find that trailer and get that happening. We'll see. Project Plum Bob. Thank you, Shelley. I knew it was something to do with the Plum Bob, but I was just like, oh god. I like me and names on stream. Just can't do it. Can't do it. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to get rid of the water, and I'm just going to fix this up quickly. It was just bothering me out of the corner of my eye. So I'm just like, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix it. It's fine. So if you are looking to do like a bit of terrain manipulation, one of the best ones that you could use is the flatten to height tool. You can use the control and then the bracket keys to flatten it to the height that you want, and it's actually one of the best ways to control the terrain and the height that you have it at. And I just like it's one of the most useful out of the terrain tools for me personally. Others might have different opinions on that, but I do find it, you know, probably the easiest to really manipulate as I need to, you know, the terrain to the heights that I want it to sit at. So yeah, okay, I'll finish that later. The fencing, and I'm also thinking like maybe I'll have like a little gap through there that people can kind of drive at, and we can have like a little driveway coming in there, and they can go out that way. And I will definitely have a gap here, so they can go in and out there, you know, in and out there. There we go. They can get in there and do like their horse training and stuff. And like, so we'll do like a little corner there. Can I replicate that tree? Yes, we can. Put that in the corner there. Have a little section there. So we're gonna have like, yeah, maybe we can do like a little park, and then we can have like a trailer here, and then like another trailer there. I'm thinking like an open area there. Maybe we can put like a couple of things there, and another couple of trailers there. So I think we can get that looking right. I think we can. Anyway, let's look for a trailer and see what we can do as far as that goes. Trailers. It's quite interesting building on these little trailers. Oh, I forgot about those origami in base game and the paper mache. Yeah, those are things. Anyway, trailer must be down here somewhere. Even with organized debug, you know, it still can be quite challenging to find things in debug. I wonder if you could... Sorry, I just got an idea. A thought. Like, I'm thinking, like, you can maybe have that as a decoration somehow, like running down. And if you had, like, the... Okay, never mind. Sometimes I just like see things in debug and then I just fiddle around with them because I'm just like, ooh, there's like a roadblock. Yeah. Alright, I'm looking for a trailer. Focus, Velvet. Focus. Maybe I'll take the debug off. Make it easier to find. Trailer, where are you? You're not coming up. It's actually, the debug isn't actually organized the way it normally is, I don't think. Is it? Well, actually, hang on. Will it be under this? Ah, here it is. Okay, that's easy. Right, so we're going to have some wheels. So I think maybe we can have one there and we'll have that attached to a car. Or we'll park the car in beside it. Park the car in beside it, I think. So we'll go that way. It's quite long, isn't it? And then we'll do another flat one, I think, over there. And then another trailer one here, perhaps. Trailer there, they can park the car there, drive in through that way, and then we'll have another flat one there. And we'll do another trailer one there and another flat one. Okay, pretty good. Is that frame from certain pack? This is from base game. So it's the Vehicle Sailboat 01 trailer. So you can find that in debug there. And just base game. So if you are, yeah, no pack. No particular pack, just base game, which is very handy, I've got to say. Because, yeah, it means just like it's accessible to everyone to be able to use that. So, trailer, car there. Oh, I'll get rid of the base game now. And I want some different things. So, like maybe a little truck that way. Thank you very much. I'm not doing this pack limited or anything like that. I'll just use whatever packs are handy. So, that'll be the pack, car for there. And what else we got? I'd like... I realize cars aren't even in The Sims 4, but it would be nice to have like a little bit more variety in terms of like our debug cars as well. Because you do see them driving around, right? So, you know, why not have some more variety? Okay, there we go. And I'll do one more. Just do a little one like that. Okay. You didn't know it was base game. That's great. I'll definitely use that too. Yeah, quite handy, hey. So you don't even need like there's probably trailers and packs as well, but yeah, it's there in base game too. So super handy. You don't need anything in particular to be able to do your trailer goodness, which is nice. It's rather handy, isn't it? Being able to do that. Okay, so we have our little thing and running in that way. Because we'll have, I'll do something in the middle there, so we'll, you know, have like the different colours coming out. And kind of that way, just giving me a path at this point. So that's going to be a path going this way, and then that's going to be that way. Should that be under the truck, maybe? Or I might do those after I've done the truck. That way, and then that way. Okay, so let's get one of these on the trailer. Okay, so this is where we've got to get the height. So now we've got to figure this out. Oh, that's on an angle, Velvet. You didn't think about that, did you? I did not think about that. Let's just say I did not think about that, and it's going to be way too difficult to get that on an angle. Get that in the right way. So, dun, dun, Hang on. Oh, whoa, whoa. Drew that wrong. There we go. That's better. Or do I want to go forward more? Forward one more? Yeah, forward one. And then down there. Down there. And down there. Okay. Trailer, we'll move you out of the way. Thank you very much. So, let's move this up and see if we can get this at the right height. Oh, I've done that wrong. Hang on a minute. I've got to put that up on a thing. Velvet. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm just reminding myself how to do it. Okay, and then we go and bring that down. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Aylin, I haven't fully explored all the debug stuff yet, so that's why there are still some surprises. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I'm always finding different stuff in debug as well, just because there's so much in there. And yeah, sometimes it's just like, oh, that's a little surprise, isn't it? And then you find like the little things and stuff that make you go, ooh, I didn't realize that was there. Which is cool. I like that. We'll go across there and then across there. So what I want to do is have like a little balcony. There we are. See? And if you have like this instance, so see in here with this, I'll put some lights in. So see how like the wheels and stuff come in? All you need to do is actually just lift up raised platform and have the interior here, like sit a little off the ground. So, you know, platform that raise up and that actually blocks off the wheels and stuff, and then you've got yourself sitting on a little trailer. Hey, hey, hey. There you go. Shelley, I'm always amazed by the little tricks you guys know when it comes to building. It's just one of those things you kind of pick up along the way, right? I feel like it's yeah, you just learn things along the way as you do things, which is fun. I like being able to, you know, pick things up and learn new things. And there's like so many little tricks that I want to learn as well. Like I haven't actually learned all of the things I want to at this point. So, you know, I'm still working on that. And I'm still growing, you know, to learn all these things that I want to, which is great fun. And it just means that you're still, stop dragging that blooming trailer around. Maybe move that out of the way. You know, it just means that you're still learning and growing as a builder, which I think just keeps your enthusiasm up for it. You know what I mean? Because if you know all the tricks and you're just like, you're bored by it because you already know all the things, it's just like, well, that's a shame, isn't it? Because, you know, you don't want to be bored by doing something that you know, kind of enjoy. Whoops, I did that wrong. Move it over one. Here we go. Nope, don't hop up. Don't hop up. Now you're being painful. Alright, we'll do this another way. Whoa. Okay, go that, go that, go that, go that. Delete the things underneath. Down, 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 down. And then we can change the height. But I will do the length of it first. Because I was thinking like it would be quite cool to have like a little balcony and that runs off the, you know, runs off the trailer then. Like that would be quite useful to have like that space, because there's not really much space within the trailer. Like it's a small space. So, you know, we've got to be able to extend that space somehow beyond just the actual trailer itself. Otherwise, you know, it's going to be a struggle street, right? To be able to live in that trailer. So make it bigger. So there we go. And then we should be able to add our stairs to that. I'm just using the Adventure Weight stairs because I thought they might be quite nice. And then so I don't need to have a little foundation under this one because we've got the trailer. But the others should have a foundation. And then we can have that running there. We could probably put a fake foundation under this, perhaps, like using debug. You know, put like a little pole or something underneath that. You can find something, which would be quite good. Oh my gosh. Hello. Jake. Volatile vibes. Ray Jake says hi. Jake, hi. Jake has the best raid message. I love it. Right, Jake says hi. Hi, Mossful Mask. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Jake, I'm good. How are you? I'm Velvet. For those that haven't met me before, I'm a streamer and YouTuber from New Zealand. I have a main sort of like love and fascination with The Sims 4, but I do play a variety of games. And I'm currently building my very first trailer park at the moment. I don't really know what trailer parks look like, so we're guessing our way through it, and we're putting a house on a trailer at the moment and working things out on a 64 by 64 lot. So we'll figure it out. We'll get there. My very first trailer park. So what were you guys doing? And yeah, what were you build? Were you building something today, Jake? Oh my gosh! And if you haven't already, could you guys give Jake a follow? Fantastic, amazing person and builder as well. So give Jake a lovely follow. I love watching him build. It's amazing, and very talented, very clever, and knows what they're doing. So that's always nice, right? I feel like that's nice. It's looking cool. Thank you. I'm just like doing I wanted to do like a little raised area, possibly a pond. I don't know if a pond is appropriate, and then just like having like a couple of different trailer zones, and then like some flat zones as well, so just sort of mixing it up. And then I'll have like a little section of something in the middle there, and just like a cute little park maybe in the corner for the kiddies, just like a slide and swings or something. Nothing too fancy, because it's not going to be fancy. It's going to be like a little bit run down, and just sort of like getting the layout at this point and just like working out the basic frame and the shell of it all. And then I'll just sort of figure out all the details and stuff. But yeah, very exciting. Vinny, welcome in. How are you? Sorry you're late. Don't worry. You're never late. You're right on time. Blue Puma. Hello. Jake says hi. Welcome on in, Blue Puma. I hope you're well today. Jake, I'm working on a mermaid palace for my occult fantasy save. Oh, how's that going? Oh, I have to try and catch you so I can check it out, because I'd love to see how that's looking. Is it all like, how are you kind of doing it? Are you doing it like quite underwatery, like blues and sand colors and like the reef and all that sort of thing? Or did you go like pastels and pretty things like that? And did you do like lots of shells and coral and all that sort of thing? Oh, I'm curious. I want to see. Volatile vibe. Swings are mandatory in a park, even in a shabby park. Excellent, thank you. I'm from New Zealand, so we don't really have this kind of thing here. We have like caravan parks where people will sometimes live in caravans, but it's not really a thing that we have here. So it's a bit of a foreign concept to me, in the sense that I don't have a personal experience with it, but I have seen it on like TV and stuff. So any help that I can get giving me guidance to actually understand what I'm doing here would be very, very welcome. So thank you very much. Jake, it's looking so cool. Very complicated. I'm going for Atlantis Greco-Roman. Oh, yeah. I could see that, like with the columns and like the stone and all the prettiness of it. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. I love that. Oh man, I want to go check that out. It's a tall palace with round towers. Nice. That sounds huge, like a palace, like giant, like soaring towers, Greco-Roman columns, like stones. Oh, man, that's going to be a good job. That's going to be a good job. How long do you reckon that'll take you? Like, is it something that's going to be like multi-stream, kind of thing? Or, I mean, it would be multi-stream, wouldn't it? It would be multi-stream, for sure. 0.5. Let's see where that takes us. Ooh, almost. Oh, not elevate, Velvet. Scale, 0.45. Yeah, that's the height, right? If I had cinder blocks, I would put cinder blocks under there. I don't think we have cinder blocks though. Vinny, hello all. How are you today, Val? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I've had a good solid morning. Like, it's really cold here in New Zealand, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I've just got the kids to school, as you do, and really just came on stream and got myself some building on. So I'm happy with that, and we're having some fun. We're chilling, we're relaxing, doing all that stuff. I got those in the wrong place, didn't I? Okay. Hang on. I'm no good with working out how to move things in Tool. Like, I'm fine with like a little bit of like elevation and that sort of thing, but I just have not worked out I'm not like a big tool user, by the way. So I'm not like, wow, fantastico, like Jake level good with, with tool. Like I know I've watched Jake work with tool and I've been like, oh man, you're so good at this. But, oh God. Okay. But yeah, I'm figuring things out as far as that goes. But I might just move this one and that one there. Okay. But yeah, the whole move thing with tool, I'm shocking at. So please just ignore the fact that I'm doing this so weirdly and manually. It's just I don't get the XY axis thing. I just don't. I just can't figure it out. There we go. That'll do the trick. Oh my God. Shocking. Jake, it's taken a long time. Yeah, I've been working on it for several streams now, getting close to getting done. Oh, that's exciting. It just always feels good when you get to the end of a big build and it's just like all the finishing touches are coming into play. Oh, you just feel like so happy to get to that point because it can be such a big build. Volatile vibes, you also get super distracted by chat, which is fun. Yeah, I totally do not try to facilitate distractions someday. I believe you, Blue Puma. I believe you. You just no, offering distractions. Very quiet. Sit there. Don't say a thing. Jake is built differently. Jake is definitely built differently. Moss for Mask. Jake is so good with tool. I love building, but haven't tried tool yet. Yeah, it's something that I've only sort of recently started to use. Basically just because I don't know, I've just been one of those slow go, like I've been building for a little while now, but it's just been like a slow kind of progress as far as, getting into some of the mods and stuff. Like it took me a while to actually even get into using mods at all. And yeah, just like, it's been a slow kind of, I've only probably been using tool on and off for about a year, but I don't use it for that many things like resizing rugs and curtains and things like that. As you do. So yeah, I just I'm slowly getting there with it in terms of understanding how to use it, but there's some stuff like the move access and stuff that I'm just like, I just don't get it. Blue Puma, Jake has taught me how to use it like 3 times and I still fully don't fully remember. Yeah. I feel that. I just like it's taken me a long time to even get to this point with it. So, and I do feel proud that I've gotten this far. And I can actually do some functional things with it. So, in a way that I don't feel embarrassed or wholly embarrassed to do it on stream and use it on stream. Because that was like part of it as well. It's just like, oh man, people are going to watch me struggle street with this and it's going to be embarrassing. So I'm just going to get like a little bit more of a hang of it with using it first before I attempt to, pretend like I know what I'm doing. Not that I ever really pretend that I know what I'm doing, because the reality is I just half the time I don't. Why do you keep disappearing on me? But I give it a go. And I'm willing to give it a go. So that's the main thing. Maybe I need to just come in at like under an angle to make that work. It takes a lot of practice. Yeah, I imagine it would. Like you would just like it takes a long time to feel comfortable with it. I think I've found anyway. Just to get to the point where you can see, or like roughly what percentages and stuff to change things to, like to get them the size that you want them to be, and to feel comfortable with the how of it, and getting like how to multi select things and things like that. It's just like, because it's not something that you just can instinctually do. I think it's something that you have to learn. And sometimes it's just hard to learn new things as an adult. It's just like, I don't want to learn things. It's hard. Blue Puma, I started using it for Pose Player and then rugs and pillows and was fine with that for a while. Yeah, I think that's basically where I started as well. I was mainly with rugs because I get frustrated with the rug sizes when you just size up using the bracket keys. So I was like, yeah, let's give tool a go and see. And then you can do like 1.5 or 1.25. And those tend to be like better sizes for under beds and, under dining tables and stuff like that. So, that was really my gateway drug into into using tool, was finding stuff that I actually found very useful to change within my builds, and there's just like little tiny things, and then slowly I've graduated up to like using Elevate and you know, things like that, and like I've worked out how to do multi-selection and yeah, little things like that, and it's just been like every now and then I just learn like a new trick and then a new trick, and I just sort of like slowly grow my knowledge of how to use it. And like I'm far from being an expert at this point anyway, but I feel like I've learned a lot more than what I did know. So, you know, I think that's positive. It's slow progress, but positive progress at the same time. So I'm very happy with myself in terms of just learning all of that, right? And it did take me a while. Like every now and then, when like Better Build Buy was out of action, and then so because you can only use tool right when you have Better Build Buy in build mode, otherwise you have to go in live mode. And I just like was so confused with like using a tool in live mode. I was just like, no, this is wrong. You're in build mode. You should be building. You should be, you know, if you're building, you should be in build mode. But yeah, that confused me for a good long while. Just like the whole difference between building and, you know, like live mode and build mode and stuff with it. And then just like, yeah, when Better Build Buy could have like the addition of, you know, being able to build in build mode with it, just like made it so much better. All right, so we have trailer and trailer. I'm not even going to attempt, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on like an angled trailer. I think it's just probably going to be too wide. Like I would like to have an angled trailer, but because it's on an angle, I think it would be, I don't know, it might be all right. Might actually be able to make this work. Hang on, let's give this a go and see if we can get a build on an angle. Ooh, fancy. Angles are fancy. Shelley, gotta send you some biddies. Oh, Shelley, thank you. That's so sweet. Oh, some buddies, some little buddies. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shelley. Appreciate that. Jake, angled trailers can be nice. The diagonal 3 tiles is a nice width. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm curious as to how I'm gonna, you know, what I'm gonna fit inside these, but you know, I think it'll be all right. I'm just working out how much I'm gonna actually be able to fit this. Oh, 2 is too narrow. But, you know, can I get the angle right underneath it is the question. Because, like, I feel like that is off at the moment. You know? So, is that going to be the same angle? There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Hooray! And then can we swing that down there? Look at that. Look at that. It feels like I'm building trucks at the moment. It's a little bit what I feel like I'm building. But I think we're good. Look at that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Doing it. Oh, boy. We're getting there. We're making some progress. We're getting the layout happening, which is cool. So how else has everybody been? Like, have you been up to anything exciting? Anything you want to share? Went to the movies with the kids on the weekend. Went and saw, oh my gosh, that's not right. Went and saw The Magic Faraway Tree, which is a book that I read when I was a little girl. And I actually have read it to my children as well. So they were familiar with what that was. So they were actually quite enthusiastic to go and see it. It was, I don't know, I think it's always hard when you are dealing with a book or anything that you've beloved from childhood, and you know, you've got so much nostalgia attached to it. I feel like they did some stuff right and they did some stuff not right, you know, and they could have like upped the magical factor and, you know, that sort of thing more. But, you know, it was a decent kind of movie. It was okay. It could have been better. It was okay. So yeah. Hype train. Oh, Vinny, thank you. Guys, you're sweethearts. Thank you. Oh, hype train. Oof. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. You know I do. Masterful Mask. Event managing a big circuit party in Seattle this weekend. Currently in case setting up my new set. A big circuit party? What's the circuit party? You're going to have to explain that one to me. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking like racing, but that doesn't seem right. A racing circuit party? Ooh. And also, you're setting up a CAS for your new save. What's your new save going to be? I love to hear about new saves, so tell me more, tell me more. Vinny, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You're a sweetheart. Mwah! Moss for Mass. It's a big gay party at a club. Oh, horror themed. Okay. Oh, right. And is it like a party where it's like a circuit of parties where you go from one destination to another? Is that what the circuit aspect of that is? And also horror themed. So everybody dresses up in their best horror wear. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds super fun. So in terms of that, so you said event managing. So you're putting it all together in terms of like the whole party and how that comes out. And oh my gosh, that's such a big job. Wow, good on you for doing that, because you know, putting together a party is no small feat, particularly if it's like something for, you know, a whole lot of other people to, you know, come in and enjoy and stuff. Like that's definitely, it's a big ask. It's a big ask. So well done for you on that. I'm calling it gay shuno nights. That's magnificent. I love that. It's essentially going to be the queer nightlife scene in a major city: nightclubs, restaurants, strip clubs, basemental, drag shows, etc. Circuit is a style of music party, very tribal house. Okay. Oh, right. Sorry, ignorant here. I don't go out very often. I'm old, so, you know, old, and I just don't go out and party and that sort of thing. So I think I'm a bit ignorant about parties these days. So please forgive my ignorance on that one. I have no idea. I don't know if this is going to work for this. I feel like this is not going to work for this. Because I think the heights... Oh, did I just get the height wrong? Yeah, because like... I know, there's a different way to do this. There we go. I think if we go like that. Yeah. There we go. Problem solved. Look at that. Solves the problems. That's me. That is lovely. I love Gay Shuno Nights. That is an awesome name. Kudos for an awesome name. It's not easy to come up with a good name for stuff like that. So, you know, come up with a fun name that really just like strikes a chord with what you're going to be all about for it. So, I love it. Love it. Mosman Mask, it's my first one with this producer summit. I'm the day planner. This is a trial event to bring me on in a more long-term partnership. Wow. Oh, are you nervous about it? Because I feel like, you know, this feels like it's going to be a big deal. Oh, I don't want to make you more nervous. Sorry. I just like make it worse. It's like, yeah, are you sort of like quite nervous about it? All stairs. I'm going to need to put a triangle in. I promise I'm not trying to make you more nervous. I was just like, I know how I would feel about it, and I'll be like, eh. I also love that you're doing a trailer track. I just moved a couple of Sims into one. Oh, seriously? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not something I had thought to do, but my lovely modern Senna suggested it as a couple of ideas for things to do. And I was like, well, I haven't done one before. Oopsies. So why not? It's the great thing about building. It's like, if you haven't tried something before, give it a go. And come on, mate. No, there we go. But yeah, give things a go, and you never quite know how they're gonna pan out. So yeah, as I said, they're not something I'm overly familiar with, just because we don't have them a lot here in New Zealand. But that shouldn't stop me. It really shouldn't stop me at all. So it's not going to. You shan't stop me, my lack of knowledge of things. I shall continue and try it anyway. Which I think is a fairly decent attitude. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean you can't give it a whirl, hey? Moss, not at all. We've hit it off really well, and I come from large-scale events and catering. Ah, right. Well, that makes sense. You know what's up with it. So it's just like, it's familiar territory. It's just a new, just sort of building a new opportunity and stuff. That's very cool, though. The heck? What is going on here? Nothing. Okay. Alright then. Weird. That was weird. I don't know what that was about. It was a very odd floating things. It was kind of reminded me of when you're doing like you know how you build when you build with round curved walls in The Sims, right? You have the problem where sometimes the curved walls or whatever, they create like these extra little bits floating in the air, and I'm not quite sure why it does that, why the game does that. It does do it, and it's really frustrating because then you have to deal with these floaty bits, you know, that float around, and you know, then it's just sort of like, oh, how do I deal with that? Can I get rid of them? What's the cause? You know, you have these little issues. Oh, that's right, it didn't work. I remember that because I had the diagonal thing. Diagonals suck sometimes. Thank you guys for the lovely hype train. See, look, as soon as I do this, it's creating like things in the air. All right. I guess they get no balcony at this point. No balcony for you. No, but I need oh. Because I need to have something coming out for hang on a mo. Because I need it for the stairs. Is that going to create a problem? Okay, that hasn't created a problem. So good. I've just got to be able to create stairs and not create a problem is where I'm at. And it's, okay, so that has gone in and not created a problem. So I'm happy with that. I can make that work. So then can I extend on this and add that to there? Without, okay, all right, problem solved. I think. Moss for Mask, I 100% need to get some build streams in again or move my builds to YouTube. Oh, you YouTube as well? I mean, stream as well? I'll make sure I give you a follow. Here we go. I'll give you a follow. I think. Can I give you a follow from here? Oh, am I pushing the wrong? Oh, I'm in the wrong chat. Hang on. Make sure, like, if anybody ever, like, is a streamer or anything and I'm not following you, make sure that I do follow you back. Because I'm more than happy to. Because I'm always, like, looking for, you know, new people to check out and join in their streams and have some fun and get to know them. I don't always have a lot of time to watch streams, but I do watch them when I get the chance because it's nice. I enjoy it. And you get to know a whole lot of new people, which is fun. I always enjoy that. So, yeah. Anyway. Give me a follow. Hang on. Vinny, we love you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I love you guys too. It just makes such a difference to my life to have you guys hanging out here and actually putting up with my nonsense. So, you know, just like thank you for that. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense and being kind to me. I know I know who I am, and I know that you guys do put up with my nonsense very nicely and with grace. So I appreciate you guys and everything you do. I've done it again. What is with this? Like the little patchy thing. Urgh. I'm getting trailer rage. Trailer rage. If I go like that, will it fix the problem? No. If I go like this, will it fix the problem? Trailer rage. I've got me some trailer rage. Oh, I think that might have solved the problem. Yes. Okay. Solve the problem. Oh, thank you very much. I will save it, dummy. Much appreciated, Shelley. Appreciate you. Moss for Mass, thank you. I work from home, so I usually watch others during the day and stream at night. Oh, well, that's handy working from home. I'm a full-time mum, so I've got like 2 boys, and then content I kind of get done while they're at school. So, you know, content is kind of the thing that I do just to, well, not only fill in the day, but, you know, just earn a bit of extra money for the family and, you know, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I also work from home is the moral of where I was going with that. And yeah, when I can, like, but the thing is, like, quite often during the day, because I'm making content, I'm just busy recording because I have a YouTube as well. And yeah, so like during the days, like I would like to be watching streams and stuff, but I'm also recording at the same time and I can't do both. But if I'm editing, then I'll sit there and I'll like watch people's content on YouTube or, you know, or watch streams and that sort of thing. And that's my opportunity to do it and just try and get involved in people's streams and get to know people and, you know, do all that sort of thing. So it's just like, you know, sometimes it's a case of managing time and not always having the time for it. And then it's like, you know, 3 o'clock hits and it's like time to get the kids and run around and do all the life stuff as it is. You heard mum juice. It is actually a cola today. No mum juice in the house. It wasn't on sale and I couldn't find, couldn't find a cheap mum juice. It was like, yeah, it was quite expensive this week. So I was just like, oh, no mum juice for me. Mum juice is not alcohol, by the way. Mum juice is an energy drink that I drink. And I've just labelled it mum juice. So, so there is that. Oh, boy. Moss. Yeah, I can't hate on the extra cash. I'm pretty new, so I'm getting things established and finding a flow. Yeah, I get that. I'm not new to this. I'm just like a slow grow kind of streamer. I do YouTube. YouTube is actually my main platform. And then, streaming is a little extra. I actually stream across the 2 platforms as well. So I do stream over on the red app as well as the purple app, so simultaneously, which is quite handy. And it just means that my VODs go straight to YouTube, which is quite handy. Very good, very good. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's a little extra cash goes a long way, doesn't it? Aylin, was it maybe because you used the platforms, or did you use platforms in between so that those platforms caused the weird extra things appearing? Yeah, I think that is what was happening there, Aylin. I think it was just some sort of weird platformy issue, but as soon as I like finished the roof off properly, I think it fixed the issue. So I don't know why it was doing it, but anyway, I fixed it. So that's the main thing, but it was a bit of a weird one, that one. Moss, I need to start scheduling film times and edit times for YouTube. It's just all so much. Oh my gosh. It's amazing because, I mean, not only do you have to like record the things, right? You have to record the things. And when it comes to building, it does take quite a lot of time. You know, obviously you've got several hours for the building itself. Then you've got to edit it. Then you've got to, you know, obviously do all the description. You've got to get a thumbnail done. It's a whole process, a whole big process. And you know, it shouldn't be underestimated the amount of time it takes to just put out a speed build in the content creation sort of side of things. So yeah, it is very, very time consuming to do that. So I fully understand that. I'm fortunate and I'm taking advantage of the fact at the moment that I do have the time during the day. So, you know, why not take advantage of it? But still, so time consuming. Oh, so I totally get that. Streaming content, creating everything else going on in life is wild. Oh my gosh, yes. It just really is. It's just, you don't have enough hours in the day, particularly, you know, when you've got to do like the promotion and stuff. You've got to put out, you know, like social media posts and like all this and this and this, and it just all takes time. And then before you know it, you like look at your day and like, how did I lose this many hours in the day? And they're just like, they're all gone. And you're like, what? How did that happen? Yeah, it's very easy just to lose the day. It's like, oh my God, it's time to pick up the kids already? How? But you know what? It's just seems to fly by. You haven't even started cross streaming yet. I find it really good. I know, you know, the Purple app isn't really particularly fond of people doing that. But it's a great way to grow 2 platforms at once. Like, you know, usually YouTube it just kind of depends what I'm streaming and which day, and you know, that sort of thing. It can be a little bit hit and miss, but I feel like streaming is a bit like that anyway. Like some days you have better days, some days you don't, and I don't think that's going to work. But yeah, I mean, I think it's one that, you know, people can come and go. They can check you out, and it has really helped in terms of growth for me in terms of YouTube. I'm a full YouTube partner, so I've got all the sort of like my times and my subs done, and you know, that sort of thing. But I think for anybody that is growing as a YouTuber as well, I think it's going to be quite handy to get that growth and get more people kind of subbing and you know, getting familiar with your streams and stuff. So yeah, I do feel like it's a good way to actually continue your growth as a, you know, as a YouTuber too. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted that. Just come on. Line across there. There we go. Problem solved. Brilliant. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. The thing is, when you aren't fully partnered with YouTube, you aren't going to be earning from it. But, you know, at the same time, if you are earning from, say, Twitch, then oh, actually, I'll be able to do this one now. Then you're still going to be, and it's not going to be extra work for you, if you know what I mean. So it is worth it from that perspective. But, when you do get to be fully partnered at YouTube, obviously you're going to be earning from your streams too. So, that does make a difference. Shelley, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the biddies, and you enjoy your dinner. I'll talk to you soon, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks, Shelley. I'll catch you later. Yeah, I fixed it. So I'm really happy that I managed to actually fix that, because it's just one of those little annoying things that is annoying. It's just one of those little things that is annoying. Yeah, that makes sense. Vinny, uploading my VODs from Twitch to YouTube is such a pain, but I feel it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like I used to do that as well, where I would have I would just take my VODs from Twitch and then just upload them on YouTube. It's much easier when it's just like it's already there on YouTube and I don't have to worry about it. It does make it a lot simpler. To be honest, to have that there. But yeah, as I said, it's just like it's really helpful for your watch hours and everything like that. If you are sort of like in that stage of your YouTube journey where you are worried about that you do have to bother about watch hours and stuff. I mean, you still have to, but it's not going to be applicable to whether or not you're going to start earning money. You know what I mean? So yeah, having those extra hours and stuff there do make a difference. I think people come along and watch. Moss, precisely. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely start looking into that. I know I can in OBS. Yeah, I do it through OBS as well. So like you just have like a little extension type thing, and then you just like click on that, and then yeah, you're just streaming on the both. And I like to actually set up my streams on the Red app in advance as well. So it just means that I can like have the thumbnail and the description and everything ready to go, and then just when I start the stream, then I can just go live, and then boom, we're ready to go without having to fuss around with it at the time. So you can actually do like upcoming streams, which is really useful, so people actually know when you're going to be streaming as well and when to come along. So I feel like that's kind of useful as well. Actually, you know what, I've changed my mind about this. I might do like one on an angle in this corner as well. I feel like that's gonna work. Maybe like a little one coming in this way. Moss, you may have inspired me to finally get a schedule set up for content creation for YouTube and streaming. You're welcome. No problem at all. You guys don't even want to see my schedule. It's like nutballs. But I have like a whole Excel spreadsheet, and it like has my whole stream on there. I'm one of those people that likes to have an organized, scheduled life. I'm not like hyper organized. I'm not like insane about it, but I do like to be organized, and I like to know when things are happening, and then when I've got the time for this and the time for that, and how I can do those things. So yeah, I basically live off my content schedule for like knowing when I've got bits and pieces that need to be done, and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's challenging to be consistent as a creator. I think that's one of the things that people do struggle with the most when they get into content creation, is being consistent, because I feel like that is it's a difficult thing to actually be able to do, is to be consistent all of the time and have like I put out daily content on my YouTube. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say I'm insane. But even like putting out like weekly content or twice weekly content on a regular basis all of the time, it's hard. It's really, really hard. So anyone that manages it, I think, be proud of that, because it's not something that everyone can actually do all of the time. Is just be consistent. And I think that's probably one of the keys to being able to succeed, I think, particularly on YouTube, is being consistent. So not an easy thing. Vinny, I'll have to look into how to stream to 2 platforms. I'm not sure I can as a console player. It's impossible for you? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, like, I think it's like, particular things on PC. So yeah, I didn't see, like, if you can't have mods and stuff like that on console, I feel like that would probably be, yeah, unfortunately not something you can do, which sucks, limitations of the fabulous console. Hey, console. But you know what, that's all right. Just one is just fine too. Moss, that's the biggest thing for me, consistency, and that's really what I've been focusing on. I think that's probably a really good thing as well, just being consistent, and just making that the first goal, and not being not being unrealistic about what you can achieve. I think that's where you sort of got to be really brutally honest with yourself. It's like, can I actually achieve this? Can I achieve daily content, or can I achieve, like, you know, streaming twice a week, or, you know, is it something that's realistic for me to be able to do? And I think, you know, that's, and then you've got to be able to commit to it. It's like, you know, which is the other side of it. Like, you know, you've got to not only think, can I do it, but will I be able to do it week in, week out? You know, and you're going to have holidays, you're going to have breaks and that sort of thing, and there's going to be stuff that happens in life, you know, you're going to get sick and all of that sort of thing, where, you know, some stuff is going to happen and it's not going to be able to always be a win, but at the end of the day, that's just life, right? But, you know, for the general everyday sense of it, will you be able to do those things? And it's not always easy. It's not easy at all. And I don't know if people really appreciate how difficult I think content creation can be for people. And that's going to stuff everything up. No. And how challenging it can be. Like, you know, you sort of see the big YouTubers like Mr. Beast, he's making billions and that sort of thing. It's like, it's easy, he just pays people to make it. It's like, no. When you're a small content creator, you have to do it all yourself. You're going to do it all yourself. Well, yes. I'm finally at a point where I'm mostly consistent again on 3 times a week streams. This week kind of put a wrench into it with a big event. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, that's life, right, though? It's where, you know, you're kind of going to have things happen and it's going to be a little bit like that. But, yeah, that's all right. That's just going to happen. It's fine. But if you can, in a general, like, you know, be more consistent and be able to stick to a regular schedule regularly, then, you know, you're doing really well. You really are. It's 100% work. Yeah, there's so much to it. And I don't think most people, I certainly didn't anyway, realize when you start doing content creation how much work it is. Because there's just, you know, it's not just making the videos, is it? There's so much more to it than that. And yeah, it's time consuming, and then I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm just saying it's more work than you think. I love doing it. It's something that I really, really enjoy, and I'm very fortunate that I get to do it and get to hang out with all these awesome people and spend time and, you know, get to know them and that sort of thing. So, you know, I'm very fortunate in that, and it's not like it's a bad thing that it's work. It's just, I think that, you know, sometimes people don't realize how much work it is and how much time and energy you have to put in it. Like, I put in a lot of time and energy every day. I work it basically as a full-time job. You know, I certainly don't earn full-time money from it in any sense of the, you know, of things at all. You know, it's not like, you know, a great money earner or anything like that, but it's a little bit extra, and it's something that I feel strong about, and I'm growing it, and I really loved being able to do it. So it's great. Ads, boo! Sucko. Oh, I love those ads. Anyway, it's a fascinating thing and getting into it. And yeah, it's just, you know what? I'm actually coming up to 3 years. And the 1st of May is 3 years when I have a 3 years anniversary for my YouTube channel, which is where I first started creating content. You know what, I'm going to get rid of this pond. I decided I don't like it, I think. Maybe I'll make it smaller. So yeah, 3 years for me. And it's been an incredible journey. It really, really has. I think the last year has been probably the most significant for me in terms of growth. And it's just been, when I stop and think about, between like last year hitting, yeah, because like last year I remember I hit like just before I hit my 2-year anniversary, I became a full YouTube partner. So I hit my 1,000 subs. I had all my hours. I'm one of those weirdos that got my hours before I got my subs on YouTube. I don't know how I managed that, but anyway, I did. So, you know, I was very excited. I hit YouTube partner and stuff like that, and yeah, it's been a big year of growth because I got to be like a Sims partner. So I'm part of the Sims Creator Network, and you know, I'm a Loftier partner as well, which is a game that's coming out this week, tomorrow in fact, which I'm very hyped about. And, you know, I've just like had these little milestones along the way and these little things that have kind of happened along the way. I got like, you know, early CFE access for Royalty and Legacy, which was very, very exciting. You know, so like little things like that have really just solidified for me why I put the work in for me. Because, you know, it's not, the payoff isn't financial. It's, you know, there's other things that have sort of come along and happened, and that's not working. And it's been really an exciting year for me. So I'm really excited to celebrate, 3 years as a content creator, and it's been delightful time. Moss, 8th the 8th will be my 1 year as a Twitch affiliate. Oh, nice. You're doing really well then. As I said, I feel like, it's been really slow growth for me on the Purple app in terms of, the streaming side of things, but I haven't really freaked out about that or anything like that. I've just, continue to be consistent and just do my thing, and that's fine with me. It's one of those things that I don't think I'm ever going to be like a giant streamer or anything like that. I just don't think I have that in me to be that person. I don't know. I don't know what it takes to be a giant streamer. So I don't know. But I've got a wonderful community that are so supportive and lovely, and I feel like that's what I need. That's all I need, really, is just like this wonderful community of people that hang out, talk to me, and put up with my nonsense. So that makes me happy, It makes me very happy. Anyway, yeah, 8th to the 8th. So that is August the 8th. Crazy. That is crazy. Coming up, hey? Aylin, pre-hype for your 3-year anniversary. Thank you. I'm going to see whether or not I can do like a little giveaway over on my YouTube as well. See if I can talk to EA and get some free packs. Bonus of being a partner, I guess. But yeah, I'll see whether or not I can get some free packs and do like a little giveaway over there. That would be fun. It'll be good. Well, so I was able to get that in 2 weeks. Partner seems much more challenging, and grats on the 3-year coming up. Thank you. Yeah. It's quite funny, isn't it? Like the difference between being an affiliate and being a partner on the old Purple app. It's just like you can be an affiliate super easy, like it's not that hard. But getting partner is just like, oh whoa, so much harder. Oh yeah, so much harder. It's wild how different those two things are. Like anyone that manages to get partner, it's just like full mad respect from me, because it's a big goal to get there, and that I feel like you have to really work hard to get that to that point, or really have a knack for streaming that I think perhaps I just don't simply have. I don't know, but anyway, I feel like this is a big achievement getting to that level. So yeah, mad respect for anyone that can manage that, because I think they've done extraordinarily well, because it's not easy. It's not an easy platform to grow on. It really isn't. So they've done extraordinarily well, haven't they? So I'm thinking that will be like our play area. So adventure awaits. You're going to be perfect for that, I think. But I think there's like definitely layouts. So we'll do like a little play area. Is there anything else for those that know a lot more about trailer parks than me that we should have? Should I have something specific in the middle here? Like a little sort of like barbecue area or something like that? I don't know, like how much of a community space would a trailer park be? Just like my aim for today is basically just to try and get most of the shell kind of like outside, like the basics of the landscaping done, that sort of thing. So that's where I want to go, and then we can do like the decorating on the interior and next time around, which will be good, but we'll get like the decorative effects and stuff there. Maybe like a pool or a fire pit area, a little community room. Okay, we could definitely do that. So can have like maybe a shared community space. Like we could have like the office. So maybe that can be like the office running, and then we'll make that a bit smaller. Office and bathroom space. So office, check-in area, that sort of thing. And then we can pop in like a little pool. Where would be a good place for the pool? I mean, we can put it in a corner. Can go like in through there. Do you reckon a pool in the middle? Pool in the middle, and we can do like a little fire pit. So we can do like pool and like a little like barbecue fire pit area there as well. Yeah, I think maybe we can put the pool in the middle. You know what we could do? Like rather than do like a fancy pool, why don't we do like a raised round pool? It's like a one of those ones that you can maybe construct yourself and just like fill up with a tap, with a hose. I think you could do something like that. Park in in there. There we go. So shall we try a round pool? A round pool. Might go small, and then like we can raise it up and see. You know, actually, go medium size, I think, on that one. By the time we bring it in and make it round. So if we raise it up and go that way, that should make it round. Copy, paste, round. There we go. And we raise it up, and then they can, you know, like one of those pools. Yeah. But it needs to be kind of fenced off, doesn't it? I might delete that for now, and we'll focus on the pool, because I feel like I can build the building around the pool. So like that, and then we can have a fence around it, just sort of fence it off, and then like all the driveways and stuff can come around there. Little community space. So what would you put in a community room in a trailer park? I feel like, you know, it's going to be office space. You would have like the computer check-in area. So if I ran it, it's like a small business, I'd have like you know, like a kiosk for people to get in there, maybe like magazines, pamphlets, and then maybe a second computer space, bookshelf, yeah, like bookshelf, seats, that sort of thing. I feel like that would work, right? So, you know, we'd have fenced off area, pool area. And then we can put in the barbecue around with that. I think that's too pretty for what we want. That's too pretty. I like this one, but I want like a shorter version of this. So this is kind of like higher for the exterior, and then I want something like a smidge shorter. But I don't know if it exists. I mean, we can go that. It's not any shorter. Does it exist? That's the question. I like that idea. It just means that there's like a central hub in there and things that people can use, you know? Oh, what about the Adventure Awaits one? I'm just putting everything in white at the moment. Just it helps me figure out colours later. So that could work. And then that can attach to the building, which will go probably in maybe halfway through there, like that. Okay, that could work. And then we have the building there. Probably the pool is a little high. There we go. And then fencing that rest off, and then we can have like the little porch and stuff there to enter. Put that on a little foundation. Okay, and then we have stairs going up. And yay! Okay, I think I get that. I think I'm happy with that. We'll figure out, like, you know, more of the details and stuff, but it's coming together. So that can go in there, because I feel like you would have that fenced off, because that would be for, like, you know, members of the park only. Like, you wouldn't have like general access just for anybody to get in there, right? So that would be, you can only go in there if you have a key. That would make sense. A key to get in there. Okay, is there a gate that matches that from Adventure Awaits? Yes, there is! Hooray! Look at that. So they can get in there, and then we can pave that, or put like some stone down, and we can make that a barbecue area. Actually, we can pull that in as well. I also need to do steps up. That works. Okay. There we go, making the progress. Is there anything else we can have? So we've got our playground, we've got our pool community area. I feel like I can just put a garden there, and then we've got our driveway through. Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good indication of the layout. So I'm happy. I think that'll work. I think so far so good anyway. But I think they probably need to drive around that way to park there. We can do more flowers and stuff. More flowers, plants. Probably not going to be too flowery, because I think that's really not the vibe. You know, I think that, like, landscaping wise, it's probably going to be more of a case of, you know, like grasses and maybe like a few flowers and things, and trees would be the main part of that, wouldn't it? So wonderful. Thank you. It's coming together. Like, it's a big lot, and I knew it wasn't going to be like a single stream thing to build this, but you know, it's sort of coming together. I'm pretty happy. I'm getting the shape of it. I think considering I started the stream not having any idea what I was doing, I feel like we've done pretty well as far as that goes. Is that going to stuff with that? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Can I get that to join to that? Without it being funny, the answer is no. I go a little bit narrower. I mean, that's what I mean with like curved things. It's just like figuring out what's going to trigger the issues. It's like, what's going to trigger this issue? It's going to be that. Okay. Ooh, Aylin has redeemed kitty treat. Thank you, Aylin, for sponsoring the kitties on their wonderful kitty dreams of becoming the most catnipped kitties in the world. Savio and Katie say thank you for being their sponsor, for providing them with the yummies. The yummy, delicious, crunchy goodness that is the kitty treat, full of catnip and crunchy goodness. Thank you so much for sponsoring the kitties in their dreams. Meow. Thanks, Aylin. Appreciate you. The kitties are going to love it. Thank you. They do love themselves some kitty treats. The cats, just like every time, because they get one when I go to bed. So anytime that I go start to get up and get ready for bed or whatever, the cats are just like staring at me, like their ears perked up. They're just like, treats, treats, treats. I'm curious whether or not I can get this to work with the pool. I think I should be able to, but let's see. I don't really want to create those horrible, like, weird edges on it. So there is that. Can we put that there and then have like that? I don't know. Shall we play test that? I might play test that and see whether or not that actually works to have the ladder there. Let's do a little play test. The kitties love it. Thank you. They are so obsessed with kitty treats. It's a bit ridiculous, but you know, they love them so much, and I can't deny them something that they love because, you know, one of their favoritist things in the whole wide world, and it's kind of sad to deny them something that they want so much in their life. So I just give it to them. I'm a sucker. I will do what I'm told. I'm the human that will do what she's told. I'm the treat deliverer. Maybe we should have something that's more correct looking. Oh, what about the Jungle Adventure ones, like the stone here? I love Jungle Adventure. It's just, it's the bestest. You get a little bit more cracked. That makes sense. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Da, 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 da. Love it. And I might be able to put like a garden in around there and maybe a garden space around there. I might finish that off with a triangle version of that. There we are. Control F. Oh, no. No. Okay, there we go. Got that. And we'll do a garden along there. And we can do Control F. Triangles. Brilliant. So then we can put in the fire pit. Fire pit. Love this. Fire pit. Campfire of clarity. Ooh, what's the big one? It needs to be one that you can cook from, I think. Oh, we can do like a little, you know, like a little horseshoe thing as well. We can put that in our playground. I hardly ever use that. It's something that I forget about, but you know what? It's a fun little activity. I don't want to do like a fancy pit. I want like a non-fancy pit. I don't know. Should it? Oh, maybe it should be a barbecue. I might do a barbecue instead. But you know, cooking area, barbecue. Barbecue. I think this the plain one from For Rent is probably a good idea. And oh, you know what? We can maybe have like an awning going over the top of it as well. I'm trying to decide. Like, I'm going to add awnings to this, but I'm just trying to decide which awning I want to have in it. If I want to go like this, sort of like the stripy one, which is actually quite big and actually does work. And in terms of what color I want to go. Maybe red? I don't know. But that could work. That could work. have our barbecue under there and like a picnic table. I think like a couple of picnic tables, barbecue, you know, like it's a hangout spot for the residents. I feel like that really does make sense. I can lean into that. Okay, maybe something a little rough and ready from Outdoor Retreat. You know, we're going rustic here. Or the other option, actually, maybe we go the cats and dogs ones with the umbrella. That could work. Less sort of like worn, I think, looking, but doesn't strike. Oh, and then we can get a rubbish bin there as well. Important to have like a little rubbish bin there for the community, or the recycling bins. And oh, we can put in a couple of lounges as well. So there's our bins and a couple of lounges with maybe an umbrella over them. That could work. Could work. What have we got? I don't know. I don't want to go fancy. It's so easy for me to go fancy, so I'm just trying not to. This is my goal, to not be fancy. I'm trying very hard here. So I feel like, you know, that's going to be something that the community can kind of hang out and enjoy the better weather, as the case may be. There actually, oh no, there is a brown. Should be good. Brown. Running in there. Now, shade or umbrella? What have we got? Got those shades, that one. That one. We can maybe go the rainbow. I feel like the rainbow would be something I normally wouldn't do. Maybe I'll go delete that down to 2, I think. There we go. Because I don't know, I just tend to not go rainbow. Just because it's, I don't know, I'm more like all about the color coordination and stuff, and so like rainbow's a little harder because, is it harder though? Because I can kind of coordinate anything with rainbow. I don't know, I just don't go rainbow umbrellas. I don't know why. Just one of those things. Thank you very much, Vinny. I will save and hydrate. The gallery view is going to be interesting on this. I was just looking at that going, gallery view. But that's okay. Alright, so we have like a cool little community area, and then I think we'll do garden. So let me go and let's go. Oh, I don't want to bulldoze. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Velvet, you're going to get rid of your lovely hill. So instead, we're going to go like this and delete that. There we go. Oh. Hang on, not that corner. Through there, because I need to redo those tracks. Is basically the reason for that. And then I probably want like a garden area here. I think I'll do like a little community, like a little garden in around the back. So I definitely want to fence that off. I'm just going to use these ragtag fences at the moment from, you know, werewolves, just because I feel like that's just giving me an indication of where I'm going with this, and I'm not getting fancy. Got to stop myself from getting fancy. That's all I'm trying to do. Is just stop being fancy, Velvet. It's just my go-to, okay? I like pretty things, so I go fancy. So I'm challenging myself with doing something run down. This is what today's about. It's like challenging myself to go run down and not like being a fancy pants person. Is basically where I'm at with this. It's not going to be fancy pants. It's going to be not. Horse ranch. Here we go. Tree and a little garden in there. So they can have like a little garden patch, which will be cute. But I feel like we've done okay. Like I've figured it out. I feel, you know, I feel pretty happy with the fact that I've got something that I think kind of resembles a trailer park. It might not be everybody's trailer park, but it's in the right vein. So I figure that's okay. Oh, we can put the sprinkler in. I hardly ever use a sprinkler. I forget it exists. But it is there, and it means that the things get watered. Ah, I have to remember about that. Aylin, I also usually prefer to do fancy. That's also my go-to, but sometimes I like to challenge myself and try to do some rundown or low budget, etc. builds too. Yeah, I'm exactly the same as you. It's like I do like to, you know, kind of challenge myself a little bit and do some, you know, some different things. and go out of my comfort zone. And I think that's how you kind of start to grow yourself as a builder even further, is by challenging yourself in that way, and you know, trying different techniques and trying different vibes and learning more about the build by, you know, menu as well and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a really positive thing to go outside of that comfort zone and do something a little different from what you ordinarily would. I'm a big supporter of that. It's something that I actively try and do as well, like, you know, building like a fairy cart, like a fairy palace and stuff like that. It's like, it's not normally something I would go out of my way to do, because I love doing modern builds. I love doing ultra modern sort of style, suburbans, family homes, you know, that sort of thing is more my, you know, my sort of like go-to as far as things, you know, builds and that go. So anytime I sort of venture out, like even doing cottages and stuff, it's not something I ordinarily do. So I do really enjoy when I actually stretch my wings a little bit and just try something new, so that I have, yeah, basically grown myself as a builder, and I think that's fun. Okay, so we've got like a little fire pit. Is there anything else that would be cute, like in a backyard like this? Like they've got like more of a permanent house, so I feel like, you know, it would be more of a thing that you could actually get away with having stuff in the backyard. Whereas I feel like the trailers that are on like the go, I feel like you're not going to have so much of, I didn't really think about the practical sense of getting that in through there. Maybe bring that in one. Yeah, I think, you know, the trailer ones, you're going to have less of a permanent feel to them as such. So I feel like that makes sense. But, you know, you've kind of built on a, you know, you've built this on the top of here, but that's something that can be removed as you decide to move out. It's kind of the idea, right? I feel like it is. Right, what else can I put in this backyard? That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm sure I could ask it. What else we got for the backyard that's going to make sense? Maybe like a little... I'm just thinking like a little sheltered area for like woodworking or something. Woodworking and flower arranging. Like, I don't want to build too many structures because it's not supposed to feel like it's a permanent place, but maybe the odd kind of thing. Or I could use the horse ranch fencing, you know, for that. That might be a way to get around it, because, like, you know, the horse, maybe it's too fancy though. Like this is stable stall fencing. Yeah, that feels a little too fancy, right? I feel like it is. Too fancy. Okay. I might just build like a little thing, a little structure, and we'll put a roof on it. Gonna put a roof on it. Oh, whoa, that's the diagonal one, Velvet. Here we are, just like a little space that they've built like a little ramshackle roof on, and they can be protected from the weather if they want to do like, you know, a little bit of woodworking, a bit of flower arranging perhaps. I don't know if we're going to fit both under there or not, but we can give it a go. Whoa, that's dreadful. Whoa, dreadful. There we go. No, I might delete that actually. There we go. Put our fence back in there. Whoa. There we go. Coming together, hey? I think we're going all right. Ad break is starting soon over on the Purple app, just by the way. If you need to go get a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, something like that. I'm not much for hot drinks. I do drink hot chocolate, but otherwise I don't really drink much in the way of hot drinks. But, you know, because I'm not a coffee person, so it's like, well, take it or leave it. But I'm not a tea person either. I also can't drink tea, so one of those things. Do I have like a little fringe? Maybe we put like a little bit of fringe or something on there. I don't know. Trim of some sort, maybe not. Yeah, I think that adventure away stream actually might be quite good. I don't know what colours to go for. That's a good question. What sort of colours would be great for a trailer park? Because yeah, I don't know. What are the colours that are in Strangerville? So like whites and greys and kind of like earthy tones and stuff. Okay. So you get quite muted, like nothing too overly bright. Although they've kind of used, we don't have to go like the reds and stuff there. We can go a different colour. We can go browns if we wanted to go that direction. Like a little bit more earthy and muted and, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe mismatch the colours. Brown and maybe a green. Actually, that makes more sense. Okay, I could work with that. So woodworking, and can we fit flower arranging under there as well? Oh, maybe we could have like a stack of wood over by the fire pit and stuff too. I mean, that's an option. Love that. We can make, what was I doing? Woodworking. I forgot what I was doing. Woodworking table and flower arranging. I got distracted. I started thinking about wood and then my mind went somewhere else and just like, distracted. Like, brain gone. Okay, so we've got that, and I know what I want to use. I want to use the Restoration Workshop Kit, which I haven't actually used that much since I got it, if I'm going to level with you. I've used it like a couple of times for garages and stuff, but yeah, like things like the wood stack would actually be quite useful here, I think. Like it's a mucky kind of wood stack, and then like you use your woodworking in there. Actually, I'm going to bin that, and then we can use the woodworking table beside it. If I'm using the Restoration Workshop Kit, why don't I use the woodworking table that goes with it? I'm using it. Use it, Velvet. There we go. So that's the kind of like their little outdoor hobby is a bit of woodworking and stuff. We can do that on the outside. Oh, I'm going to have to think about details like drains and hot water things and bits and pieces like that you know, kind of go on the outside. Oh, that's going to be fun, like all the details of that and stuff. We'll do some sawdust under there. Maybe they can have like a little light that goes under that. Love that for them. And some miscellanea. That's their little shed area. It's where they get their work on, you know. Digging it. I do like this kit. I think it's actually a very useful kit. I haven't used it much, which is my own fault. But, you know, that works for me. And we've got our bees, and we can just put some things along the bottom, some grass and stuff. And I'm going to go into live edit, and I went right past it. Horse ranch. Because we are building in Chestnut Ridge, so I do want to try and, I've got that on the wrong way, do try and stick to some of the, you know, the plants and stuff that you do see in Chestnut Ridge, because I want to make it feel like it is part of the environment and stuff, so that's why I'm kind of using all that. Also, I absolutely love these stones that we got with the horse ranch, these little lines of stone. They're very useful to find a little use for them somewhere. They're great little stones for decorating things. Those ones. Anyway. Anywho. Nice small stones there. There we go. And that sits in there. So we've got our bees to pollinate our garden. We've got like a little fire pit area. And we have some woodworking stuff there. So that's the little cabin. Aylin, yes, it's an awesome kit. I bought it a little while ago. I haven't used it much, but definitely will use it a lot. Yeah, I think so. It's just like it's quite different in terms of the items in it. And I actually always appreciate it because sometimes, while they're like maybe a different look to them, I feel like some sort of packs and kits and that sort of thing can be a little bit repetitive with the items that we have. And it's always really nice to have something that is different from what we have, because I feel like that way we are expanding, you know, our build by, and it does get, you know, it does mean that we have more things that we can work with. And that's always better for me as a builder. I feel like, anyway. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Oh boy. Oh, can I reuse this one actually? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Hooray! Save on a roofing job, doesn't it? Keep it consistent. There we go. It's coming together. So we'll get our lines in there. I need to put my park in. I do have a little bit of space here, so I'm wondering if I should put something here as well. Like there's a little bit of something going on there, but I don't want to put anything permanent there just because it's not a permanent trailer. And this little area here will have like a little back garden and stuff too, I think, which will be cute. But maybe this can have like a little front garden area, like maybe a toddler pool or something, and there can be like a single dad and a toddler, which would be cute. Like water balloons and like a little toddler pool. Toddler pool, water balloons, you know, just like a little cute little area. Something like that. So something simple and adorable. I'm going to start thinking of like different characters that we can put in each of these spaces. So, you know, this one is turning into single dad and a toddler. Whether or not I'll remember that next stream when I go to build more of it, who knows? But, you know, we can maybe come up with some cool little stories for characters that go in each of these trailers. And, I mean, it doesn't have to be all set up with the characters in it, because, I mean, the idea is that this is going to be a small business. So, you know, there might be more of, like, you know, a transient kind of community who kind of come and go a little bit. So, you know, people move in, people move out, that sort of thing. So, you know, it's not going to be something where there's going to be people there for, you know, all of the times that are going to be the same people. But I just thought, you know, why not have some fun and have some different personalities, hey? And we can add, like, more personality to the builds. I think that'll be fun. So this will be our toddler house. I mean, I put the toddler pool out the front, so I feel like at least that's going to be a really good hint for me that it's going to be a toddler pool. And, you know, I feel like maintenance, it's not going to be like lots of flower beds or anything like that unless the tenants themselves kind of maintain it. Because I feel like, you know, it's going to be a little rough around the edges, that sort of thing. A bit rustic. And that's good. I like it. I've really enjoyed building this today, I've got to say. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's as I said, it's something that's out of my comfort zone. I'm okay with doing things out of my comfort zone, so I've really enjoyed just mixing it up a little bit and doing something a little different, because it's very, I mean, I'm probably going to enjoy whatever I'm building anyway, but at least I'm expanding my horizons a bit, and I feel proud of myself for that, you know. I don't want to fuss around with the foundation to get that right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'm probably going to be wrapping this up in about 15 minutes. It's kind of the idea, but I will be back again streaming on Friday, and we're going to be doing some Very Veggie Challenge, which will be fun. Always have a lot of fun with my gameplay as well. I mean, if I'm playing The Sims, I'm having a good time. That's really what it boils down to. Right? I feel like that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't really matter. If I'm playing The Sims, it's all good. I'm a happy camper. I don't know. What do you think about having like a rough wood like that on the exterior? We can have something like rough wood. You know, broken stone, rough wood, that sort of thing. I think I haven't put foundations under this one. Okay, so I need to do that. So we go here, and it's this one here. It might be a little bit different on the angle, but let's just try it. But you know, it's kind of like my version of cinder blocks under there. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Here we go. Now let me think. What was that? 0.442, I think? Was it 0.45? 0.45. Yeah. 0.45. There we go. So we've got like little foundations under there. Brilliant. Now, my question is, should these porches have fences on them, or should I just go with trim? I kind of feel like they shouldn't have fences on them, because they shouldn't be super fancy, but I think I've established the fact that I know very little about trailers and what they should have on them. So I'm willing to take direction on that and what we should have on our lovely, lovely trailers. Moss. Oh no, I've just got through my cast on this household and it's reverting to their previous looks. So you've spent all of that time creating these fabulous characters and it's reverting the looks. Is that a bug? Or that must be a bug, right? Is that something that's new as a bug, or is it like something that's known as a bug? I don't spend a great deal of time in casts. Like every now and then I do, and I actually enjoy casts. I'm just not overly great at it, but I still enjoy it. But yeah, is that like a bug? Because that is annoying, because, you know, if you're going to spend a good amount of time doing something as far as like cast goes, you actually want it to actually stick and you know, work and stay on the Sims. I mean, that would be a bonus, wouldn't it? So Moss, all that time and they look correct in the gallery, but then when you load back to their fairy forms. Oh, okay. Would restarting the game help? Like sometimes that does actually genuinely help with little problems like that. I mean, well, that's actually not really a little problem. That's a major problem, because if you've like got them right on the gallery, but then when you go to play, it's completely different. I mean, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. Yeah. I do wonder whether or not a restart would help. I hope it does. Something like that would be, yeah, very frustrating, because when you put all the work into making them and then they're not the way that you want them to be. I was like, no, I don't think so. Pale pink, maybe pale blue. I mean, I kind of want like a pale grey or something. I don't really want bright, but it's not right. We can maybe go, ooh, like a bit of corrugated iron. That could be a good solution. But yeah, tell me if you do restart, if that fixes the problem. I'm curious. It's amazing how many like weird little bugs just crop up on the Sims. Sometimes they're funny, but sometimes they're really, really not. Okay, that could work, I think. A little bit of that. And we'll do our trails. Just try creating a new save. Gonna restart since that didn't work. Okay. Yeah, let us know how you get on, because that's a curious one. Yeah, I don't know how that's happening either, Aylin. I'm just like, extremely frustrating, because, you know, you've spent X amount of time creating something. It's like, it reminds me, I'll save my build. It's like when the game crashes and you've been building for 3 hours and you haven't saved. So for those that need it, please, just a quick reminder, save your game. Thanks very much. Very important. Make sure you do it. Please take care of your game save files and save your game. Please and thank you. Okay, I need some stairs on this as well. So yeah, if you haven't saved, make sure you save, please. Very, very important. Because you're going to curse yourself if you forget and the game crashes. Oh boy, are you ever. Moss, all right, gonna get to walk through the venue. It's fun. Can't be wait to see more. Oh, thank you for chitty chatting today, and thanks for coming to stream. And I will catch you next time. Good luck with the event. I hope it goes really, really smoothly for you, and yeah, just goes off without a hitch. I'm sure it's probably not going to, because, you know, event management and all that sort of thing. But fingers crossed for you. It all goes well. Yay! Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck. Oh, I can't even imagine, like, you know, I would be stressed out, but, you know, I guess if you've been doing it for a long time, I could definitely understand that it would be more, like, you know, more excitement than stress. There's a reason that I eloped. I couldn't plan a wedding. It's just too much for me. It was too much. Too much for this little Velvet. Oops. Okay, I think that's better. You know what? Actually, maybe that goes a little higher. Here we go. Right. Alan, yes, it's also good to back up saves and trade files, etc. every once in a while. Yeah, it is. like, you're not going to regret it, I think, you know, because it doesn't take a great deal of time to do that. It's just like, you know, dragging the folder out and copying it onto your desktop or whatever and having an extra little space for it. I mean, it does probably depend on, you know, how much memory you've got available and that sort of thing. But, you know, I don't think you can really regret backing up. It's never going to be a bad thing to do. It's a really good habit to get into. I don't often back up my saves, if I'm being honest. I save everything to my library, so things like casts, things like builds, they're all sort of saved to my library, but I don't very often back up my actual game files and stuff in my game. It's something I personally need to be better at, because if anything happens, I'm probably pretty screwed. So, you know, it's something that is a good habit to be into, but I admit I'm not in the habit of it. So I'm not a very good example. Oh dear. But it is always a good habit. And if you haven't done it and you think maybe it's a good thing to do, I'd suggest go on and, you know, give it a go. Give it a whirl. See how you get on with it. I think you're going to be okay. There we go. That in there. Nice. Okay, actually about to leave, but the restart didn't work. Oh no! Well, I mean, it's saved in your gallery, so that's something. I don't know what, but... Darn. Alright, see you next time. Thanks for being here. Maybe there's some sort of fix. If I come up with a fix, I'll let you know next time I see you. But I don't know. I'm not a gas expert. So I don't know too much, but I will ask around and see whether or not anybody has actually had the same issue as well, because I am curious about that one. That's a weird one. But the gallery has been entirely weird. It's like when my shell disappeared. And I know like a lot of people have had issues with things like disappearing from the gallery. So yeah, it's one of those things that is kind of happening at the moment and is very, very frustrating. Very frustrating, because I know everybody's shell challenges like disappeared for some reason on the weekend. And then they were back the next day. It was just like, what is going on? One of those funny things, hey? The gallery. But it's definitely been really balked since the marketplace. Not only with the console version of the marketplace, but also you know, when we launched the marketplace on PC as well. It's just ever since it's launched, it's been really, the gallery's been really dicey. So there's definitely something wrong with it at this point, and they've got some major fixes that they need to do. If they can actually get it back and have like a new section again and you know, that sort of thing, that would be amazing. I would be there for that. Oh, I would so be there for that. It would just be so good, wouldn't it? To, you know, to have our little news section back again, and I can actually see when people comment on your stuff and, like, you know, actually have a conversation with people in the gallery. Like, how good would that be? I used to love that so much when we could talk to people in the gallery properly. Nowadays, I very rarely see the comments, because it's like, unless I'm going in to get some information, which does happen. Like, you know, if I'm trying to remember how, you know, which packs I used or whatever for a build, I'll go back into a build and then I can see comments. But unless I do that, I just very rarely actually get to see comments from people. And that's such a shame, because I like seeing comments from people. It's nice. And it's nice when people still do comment anyway, even though they know that you are probably unlikely to see them. People do still need, you know, leave nice comments and stuff, and I always appreciate it. So don't think that I don't appreciate it, just by the way. If I see them, I appreciate it every time. It's just the if I see them. But even if I don't see them, I appreciate it anyway. So there we go. I'm using a different one. Hang on, which one am I using? Which one was it? Was it this one? No. This one? No. Was it this one? No. No. Was it this one? No. Which one was it? I don't know which one I was using. Which one was I using? It's not the brown one. Aye. This one? No. This one? Ah, this one. Okay. Oh, that took way longer than I thought it would to work out the trim I was using. My gosh. Okay, we got like little trims, and then, oh, which roof shall we use? I'm thinking probably the island living or the werewolf one. I think the werewolf one, right? What was the island living one? Or maybe I'm thinking just of the werewolf one. Okay, I think I am thinking werewolf one. So, like the corrugated iron, whole-filled sheet metal with accidental skylight. Ooh. know which colour to use. We can go the blues, we can go the greens, or we can go those. We actually don't have to do the same for each one, do we? Probably don't want to go too colourful. But I do like the skylight one. There we go. And do another blue one and a black one around there. There we go. Oh, you know what I should add is chimneys. Chimneys. We need chimneys. Things like that as well. Chimneys. We need fuse boxes. We need all that sort of thing. Maybe we can do that next time. Maybe, perhaps. I feel like, you know, that's kind of, yeah, I'm happy with the roof as it is. I don't think I want to add like extra holes and that sort of thing, but maybe we can have, think about solar panels, maybe. Yeah, definitely chimneys. Little like these little roof vents are probably going to be pretty good. You know, that sort of thing there. I'm trying to get better at like doing more thought into like the roof decorations and stuff. It's something that I gradually trying to get better at remembering to do. I feel like I don't always win on that stakes, but I do try. You know, things like little air conditioner units, stuff like that. I just don't use, but it's just like it comes down to the style of the builds that I'm doing more often than not. I think really they don't lean into some of these like little realistic kind of touches, I guess. Perhaps, maybe, or maybe it's just the way that I build. Probably more the case. Probably more the case, I think. Oh, I forgot a piece of roof there as well. Ah, dear. Okay, paint the roof. Paint the roof. That one there. There we go. So, got like cute little roof things. I can keep adding to this, but yeah, things like these, like these air conditioning units and stuff. You know, stuff like that that I should probably have more. Yeah, I mean, I need to add more of these sort of details on here. I don't want to throw too much on, but also at the same time, I think it's just kind of thing where we've got such limited space on the interior that I do want to add things, you know, on as much to the exterior just to make it sort of look the way it should as I can, you know. I think that's where I'm kind of at with it. I feel like solar panels are going to be a good thing. Maybe one of these. There we go. One of these here. Or what about mixing it up? Isn't there like an air conditioner unit of some description? What am I thinking of? I think it's base game actually. I'm thinking of something specific. Oh, we have like this one as well. And we have this rounded one. No, it's not really. Oh, this is it. Like the little air vent thing. That one. You know, like a little air vent running through. Just mix it up a little bit. And do another one of those over here. Yay! So it's like little chimneys, all that sort of thing. That'll be fun. And then we also have like, whoa. So tracks, should I have like a little park? I feel like I should have a parking area here too. Like a gravel parking area or something. I feel like that would make sense. Parking area. So that's going to drive through there. Okay, so yeah, I think like you would have like a parking area maybe right out here. I can move this truck actually. That can go there. Yeah. Let's try that. A little parking area right here. Because, you know, you have like a visitor parking area. Like, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, if you were at a camping ground or something like that, you would have like a parking area. So that I feel like that would make actual sense. So visitors, and then that would be the path to go in there, blah, blah, blah. All right. I have to work out what I want to do in terms of the paving. If I just have something, probably like a dirt path, maybe again like the gravel, something like that. I think that would probably work quite nicely. That would work. Debug. No, I've hit it. What's something that we haven't really used so much of? Okay, I might have to go a little wider on that. Maybe parking. There we go. Perfect. Cute little parking area. And then the gravel will probably run in. Of course, it's on a diagonal. Run through there, and then it'll run down through there as well and around. That would make sense. So that's our little office area going into that space right there. Perfect. So that means the reason I did that was I can sort of start thinking about the trail of the driveway as such. You know, people are kind of driving through. It's not remotely getting the width right of this. But I'm going to try. So there, and then this is kind of like a little bit of space. Okay. I've got to work out how to make that more natural, but that's alright. We can do that. And then people kind of come out of there as well. And that joins there, and then obviously we're going to have a bit of brown coming in through there. I feel like that would be like the connection space. And I can do like a little gardens, like seating area there, which is cool. And then here we go. I'm going to go in through there. Okay, there we go. That way. And that way. And they can have like a little semi-parking area there. Okay. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to make that a little bit more natural in terms of the paths, but that's fine. We can do that. We can park neatly in beside there. And look at that. We're looking pretty good. It's pretty solid, I think, effort. For someone who doesn't know much about trailers, parts. I'll even with you on that one. There we go. So that's kind of the paths, and then we'll have like another little path running in through here, which goes through to our playground. Actually, I'll just put my playground in, the basics of, so I remember what I'm putting in those places. And then we'll wrap it up for the day. I think we did well, so thank you everyone that has hung out on stream today. Whether you're lurking or chatting, I do appreciate you, so thank you so much. And I will be back again on Friday New Zealand time, and it'll be 9 AM for some Very Veggie, which is going to be an absolute delight. As always, we are working our way through the radish generation and heading our way to the next generation, which is the mushroom generation. Last time around, we did pick our ear for that, which I was very excited about. So Little Verdant is our actual ear for that. And we're going to start working on getting them ready to take over as the next generation. Yeah, as we get to that point, because we're getting close to that point where they're going to take over as the next generation, which is going to be fun. Aylin, it looks great and realistic. Thank you. And thank you. It was fun. Have a great day. You too. Enjoy your rest, because I know it's probably getting to bedtime for you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I've had an absolute blast. So much appreciated, everyone. So we will continue this next week as the plan, just all things going according to plan. I do have some builds that I want to do in terms of getting some of my, you know, what are they called? My Let's Play houses need to be, you know, fixed up and that sort of thing. That's something that's on the agenda too. So, but I want to finish this because I've been having a lot of fun with it. So we'll do that. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, your time zone. I will catch you next